Hello everybody. I know it's been a long time since I've made a YouTube video. It really doesn't feel like much time. But since I'm gonna be trying to make more videos nowadays, I'm gonna just start this off with a simple video. I'm gonna be putting up a video of my top 10 favorite Mario Kart DS Nitro tracks. The only reason why I'm doing this is because Mario Kart DS is my favorite Mario Kart game, and I've been wanting to make a video of this for so long. I've been planning everything. So I hope you guys enjoy. So let's start with number 10. So number 10 is Cheap Cheap Beach. Yes, I know it's sort of a weird choice for number 10, but I really like this course, and I like playing through it. It was personally going to be higher on the list, but I found that this track isn't as appealing as it used to be. Get it? The banana. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Anyways, this track personally has a lot that really it offers a lot, but even though it's in the first cup in the game, I think that they should have just done a little more. I mean, it's a track about a beach. Why couldn't we have more stuff that's more beach-like? I don't know. I'm probably being a little too picky. So, let's do number 9. Woo-wee, guys. Number 9 is Desert Hills. Sorry. Basically, this track is one of my favorite desert tracks to this day. I'm not a huge fan of the Mario Kart Wii remake, but this track is one of my personal favorites from the game. One of my personal favorite desert tracks. If I had to make a top 10 desert, this would probably be number 2. Anyways, off track. This track had a lot to offer, and I'm talking about a lot. I mean, the pokies were something that we usually don't see, including the bumps, sharp turns, and the general applaud. Sure, this was for a DS game, and a lot of people weren't expecting a lot of good stuff from this track, but I personally think this was one of the better tracks that Mario Kart has made for desert tracks. I know I'm saying that a lot, but that's something I'm personally feeling for this track. So, what's number 8? We don't have to go far for number 8. In fact, number 8's Delfino Square. Now, I know what you're all going to say. Tyler, oh my gosh, why make Delfino Square only number 8? It's such a good track. I'm going to say this. Delfino Square is based off one of the best Mario Kart tracks known to date. And if you guys are confused what I'm talking about Super Mario Sunshine. All you youngers out there, you know I'm a younger. Doesn't change anything. Anyways, it was one of the best Mario games of all time. And, not gonna lie, I personally didn't have much time to play it. I mean, I never completed the game, but still. Yet, when you're playing this track, it doesn't scream Super Mario Sunshine. All it screams is another waterish level. Once again, I'm gonna say this. I think they could have done more. Yeah, that's being picky, almost all the tracks on here. But that's just my personal feeling for this track. And oh boy, what's number 7? Okay, you guys should have realized this one was going to be on the list somewhere. I mean, this is one of the most popular tracks of the game. Mario Kart DS's DK Pass. I'm not going to lie, I like this one very much. I personally think that they did a good job with this, and the only reason it's so low is just because all the other tracks on this list are better. If you go up a hill near the end, there's an item box that will either give you triple mushrooms or stars. And I think that's the only time they've ever done something like that. I mean, I've never seen Nintendo make a specific item box, for us in a hard to reach spot, and it gives you a special item. I just like this track because it's pure originality. We have never seen an ice track like this, and I personally don't think we ever will. And number 6 is gonna be... Once again, you guys should have realized this one was gonna make it on the track somewhere. Number 6 6. Yeah, 6. 6. Yeah, sorry. Is Airship Fortress. Once again, I really enjoy this track, and I thought that this one was going to make it higher on the list. But no, when I was looking over it, I didn't have much that I had to say about this track. Sure, you should have a giant cannon into a tower that you just drive around multiple times. And sure, you do some cool things, but I just think that there could have been a little more originality added by Nintendo. Come on, Nintendo. We've seen amazing tracks before, but this one was one I personally forgot. And that's a little sad. And number 5? And number 5 is Wario Stadium. Oh, it reminds me of a lot of the Wario Stadium from N64. And it reminds me of Wario Coliseum. Sort of. But this one personally made it on my list. Hooray! Anyways, this track is basically a giant mud bath. This track is chaos as well. You're driving on little thingamabooties on whatever you call them, with speed bumps. You're driving over bumps, flinging over giant bumps, basically flying, jumping through flaming hoops, swerving to avoid flaming hoops. I'm serious, I'm amazed this one made number 5. Number 4? Number 4 was Peach Gardens. Once again, I'm amazed nobody saw this one coming. I'm serious, how did you guys not know it? I'm not a lover for Peach levels, Peach tracks, but I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty good whenever they have them. And Peach Gardens is no exception. For crying out loud, I don't think they've ever done something so much like this. You're driving through a garden. I mean, seriously, I don't think Nintendo has made a track ever like this. And I don't think they really are ever going to do it. I just like this track so much because of its originality. I mean, for crying out loud, I'm going to say it again. A garden! Yeah, the only reason this one wasn't higher on the list was because it just didn't have much taste. And I didn't really like the middle part with all the giant squares and chain jumps. And number 3? Now we're getting into the juicy stuff. Number 3 is Bowser's Castle. This is personally one of my favorite Bowser's Castles. Just because of the pure originality. This has to be one of my favorite, even though a lot of people say they don't like it because there's no gimmick. You know, most Bowser's Castles have like a gimmick. Well, I have to say, first of all, we have a spiral. Second of all, we have a giant spinning wheel. Crying out loud, people. What do you want, a gold medal? I personally really like this one. I thought that they should have done something like this for, I don't know, Mario Kart 7. Instead, we got whatever they made for Mario Kart 7. Yeah, I don't like that one. Anyways, I just love how there's thwomps, spinning wheels, flames. If you can name it and you think that it would be something cool, it's probably in this track. Number 2. If you guys hear something, I'm sorry. Something happened when I was recording, and you may hear some annoying show. Well, anyways, number 2 is Rainbow Road, and I bet you almost everybody's gonna say, that's only number 2? How could you? But yeah, it's only number 2. Personally, this is probably my favorite Rainbow Road, but it doesn't beat number 1. But anyways, this track is full of variety. It has also, I think, the first ever anti-gravity zone. And by that I mean it has a loop. I don't need to say much else. It's got loops, it's awesome. But what could beat Rainbow Road? And number 1. Yeah, guys, TikTok Clock makes number 1 on my list. People really should have seen this coming. TikTok Clock is personally insane. The only thing I think cooler than this track is TikTok Clock from Super Mario 64. Because that's what this track is based off of. And I am making a fool of myself for talking like a slowpoke, aren't I? This track is so much to offer, and I think it's the only track where you drive in an appliance. That's certainly something, if you ask me. This track has everything from spinning gears to clocking whatever I'm talking about. But this track personally has all, and I just have to say, this is probably one of my favorite tracks of all time. No wonder it's on the top 10 list. Anyways, all the videos you've seen were made by Tempest Way. Hit that subscribe button. But thank you guys for watching this video, and see you guys later. Bye!